A quick update on Near Protocol here. So we're going to get into a couple of different time frames here, starting on the monthly overall low to the high. You can see the trend that is holding, and I went from the low here to the high. We are down below the double 618 right now, and it appears that this thing's going to come back down to the trend. So until you get over some levels, we'll go over in just a moment, namely the double 618 there. You can see that trend is in play, so it looks like she's going to drop back down 28%, down to about 150, and could even wick down to this 786 on the macro and drop 42%. So we'll see what happens here. But you are below, you have weekly candles below here, as you can see, and they're getting stuck already at this 220 area. So that tells us right now on the macro that you're coming down. Now we'll get into a smaller time frame here in a moment. So you got to get over the 618. If we zoom in, let's go to the daily candle chart here. I believe the 236 is right here at that 618 area where you're getting stuck. Now you are doing what the rest of the market is doing. You're creating a double bottom with a higher low, but you're down below these key levels here on near. So we'll get a short time frame. Yeah, the 236 you're below, so you got to get over this 207 level and then the 618.32. So either of these levels are still bearish, so you have to get over the 618. So this 221 to 223 area is very key to get over for this thing to move up. If not, if you cannot get over those levels, then that just tells us it is coming down to that macro area there on near. So we'll see what happens here. And just zooming out on the overall chart, we'll go back here. So if it happens to get back over those levels there, and then the big question is, where can this thing end up here in 2025? So what we're going to do is we're going to get this one off. You know what? We'll just get both of them off, and we'll just get an overall view of the next high and the levels here, the 618, 786. So we go from the high here in 2021 to the low. All right, so if we do it this way, you just tagged the 236, so maybe that is the bottom. Like I said, it does not have to come back down to the trend line here. So any lower than 189, then you got a problem. But we'll see what happens on near protocol. So we drew this one here. You are holding that final support level. And the next stop up, let's go ahead and measure this on the macro, because I believe these older coins, even though near is going to be a good one, if it gets a 10x out of this thing, it would be a good move. So a 786 retracement would be your 5x up to $11. And then if this thing's going to come up here and make a higher high, maybe we get a $25 near protocol. That would give you a 12x. The official retracement is the 1272. If you think it's going to rocket all the way up here to $52, then you're getting close to a 25x from today. And like I said, if it goes lower to those other targets here, that will change into over a 30x from that point. So, of course, comment down below. Are you adding to your near protocol position at these lower targets, even if it goes lower? None of this is financial advice, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.